Tesla, Elon Musk's famed electric car manufacturing company, continues to produce more versions of its vehicles. As of now, there are 4 Tesla cars on the market: the Model S, the Model X, the Model Y, and the Model 3. Tesla will soon be releasing another model, which it will call the Model 2. Now, this is not a step down from the Model 3. It's actually a step up, as Tesla will incorporate a host of new tech into the Model 2. What is this new tech, and what will the Model 2 be like? Let's find out. A smaller car. Unlike the previous Tesla models, the Model 2 takes the form of a hatchback. It'll be Tesla's first ever hatchback car, and that means it's smaller than the other Tesla models. The Model 2 is also intended to be more affordable than the rest. Tesla aims for a retail price of around $25,000, which is a low price considering the technology inside the Model 2. As the speculations go, Tesla will name this the Model 2 because of its entry-level positioning. The lower number differentiates it from the Model 3 and other high-end Tesla models. Like the other Tesla vehicles, though, the Model 2 will feature full self-driving. It still has a steering wheel, though, in case you want to take control of the vehicle. Also, in emergency situations, the ability for you to take full control is critical. Despite the Model 2 being smaller, it will still pack a punch. A newer battery. The Tesla Model 2 will take advantage of new battery technology. As the car is smaller, its battery will also be smaller, but it has new tech that makes the battery cheaper and safer. The top-spec Model 2 is expected to have a range of up to 500 miles on a full charge. Even with a smaller battery, it can still travel a longer distance than the Model 3 long range from 2019. The latter has a maximum range of 322 miles only per charge. The new battery tech, which costs less to manufacture, contributes a lot to the Model 2's lower price point. Tesla claims that this new tech reduces manufacturing costs by 50% while providing 16% more range and 5 times more energy between each charge. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced this new battery technology in the company's famed Battery Day last year. Also, the battery cell packs are expected to be structurally integrated into the chassis. In turn, the Model 2 will have fewer parts than previous Teslas. That will also make it cheaper. Tesla's recent acquisition of Maxwell Technologies, a company which pioneered battery technology, is likely to give it a boost in producing low-cost, high-powered battery packs for the Model 2. While the Model 2 may not have the all-wheel drive capability of other Tesla models, it promises to be faster than the average budget hatchback from rival car makers. It's not here yet. While the Model 2 is quite a promising car, you can't buy it yet. Elon Musk only hinted at it during the 2020 Battery Day, but he didn't say it's ready to put in the market. The first Model 2s are expected to be launched in 2023, and that's still 2 years from now. Tesla plans to make the Model 2 in separate factories around the world in a bid to be more environmentally friendly. They want cars manufactured in one continent to be sold only in that continent, avoiding the extra carbon emissions produced by long-haul international shipping. The company has built a new facility in Germany, which it calls a Gigafactory. Tesla also has an existing factory in Shanghai, but the German Gigafactory can do a lot more than the Shanghai facility. Elon Musk envisions that Tesla cars manufactured in Shanghai will only be sold to China, while those made in Germany will only be sold in Europe. That means for Teslas to be sold in the United States, they'll have to be manufactured in the company's U.S. factories. Game over for gas? Some people have speculated that the Model 2 could mean game over for traditional cars which run on gasoline. That's not quite true, though, as the $25,000 price tag is still higher than most gas cars, which can be bought for $20,000 or less. But Tesla did not aim for the budget market at first. The Model 3, which starts at about $40,000, is aimed at the luxury mid-sized market, similar to what the BMW 3 Series caters to. After the Model 3 launched, though, sales of the BMW 3 Series plummeted. When the Model 2 enters the market, it may similarly obliterate sales of gasoline cars of similar price points. Futurist thinkers have often envisioned electric cars costing nearly the same as their gasoline-powered counterparts, and the Model 2 may finally make their dreams come true. Until that time comes, it's still not game over for gas. If the costs of internal combustion cars remain lower than electric cars, people will continue to buy gas cars, especially when they get even cheaper as electric cars take over the market. Adoption of electric cars will be slow at first, but by the time it catches up, fossil fuel-powered cars will quickly become things of the past. Then it will be game over for gas. Right now, a number of people still have what's called range anxiety. This is the fear of running out of battery power in the middle of nowhere with no charging stations in sight. Now, this isn't a problem with traditional cars, as gas stations are everywhere. Electric vehicle charging stations are still catching up in numbers, so electric cars haven't totally killed gas cars just yet. Electric car makers like Tesla are doing their best to address range anxiety. With newer Tesla models capable of running for around 300 miles or more on a single charge, range anxiety is becoming less and less of a problem. With the Model 2 touted to have up to the 500 miles of range we talked about on a full charge, range anxiety will soon disappear. Even with gas cars, people don't drive their cars to empty. Instead, they fill up when they encounter gas stations in the middle of the journey. The same can be done for electric cars to avoid running out of juice before reaching your destination. Some people are also concerned about charging times. Now, filling up a gas tank from empty to full takes less than 5 minutes, but fully charging an electric car battery from zero takes 10 times as long if you're on a high-powered charging station. Charging an electric car at home using a standard wall outlet takes even longer. That can take nearly 2 days to fully charge a car from zero, that way anyway. But if you drive your electric car much like a gas car, you wouldn't run it to zero before deciding to recharge. You can just take a pit stop at a charging station, grab a bite to eat, and by the time you're done, your car is fully juiced up. Adoption of electric cars is highly dependent on the pace of rollout of charging stations, especially high-powered charging stations, which most people will need most of the time. Until charging stations become as commonplace as gas stations, gas cars won't lose market share, at least not overnight. Tesla continues to innovate in the electric vehicle space. The Model 2 is another step in the right direction, aiming to reach a segment of the market which doesn't have that much money to spend. If Tesla succeeds in making an electric car that costs $25,000 or less, they can speed up the adoption of electric cars. More people will drive them, and fewer people will want to buy a gasoline car when the time comes. The future does seem to be electric.